So another thing you may want to play with are layer styles. So once you have a bunch of shapes, if you want to emphasize shapes, you can use different layer styles. The layer styles are found in the layer menu, and they're represented by this FX, and you click on that and you have all these options to play with. I'm not going to go through each one of them. This is something you can explore, but if you want to bring some emphasis to a shape of some sort, there's all sorts of different things you can do. The most common thing is a drop shadow, so that adds a shadow below. You can adjust the effect in this menu that comes up. There's a lot of options, so you can play with distance, how wide or thick the shadow is, how it smooths out, and how it blends in to the image below. So there's a lot of options here. You can go through this menu as well, and you can click through these. So you can create all sorts of effects, beveling. You can add an outline to something. So this is adding a black outline. You can add glows. So you can have glows on the inside, glows on the outside. You'll have to play with the blend modes to get things to appear sometimes. So if you want a dark effect, like a dark glow, that's when you want to use a multiply or a darken blend mode, and you can increase the opacity and the size of that as well. If you want to use something that's a lighter color, a light green for example, you can use screen or lighten, and then that will appear using the screen or lighten blend mode. So you have a lot of options to play with. You can do things in combination, so you can add a drop shadow, add an inner glow, and add a bevel all at the same time. And so you can do these things in combination. If you hit new style, that's going to give this a style which you can name, and then the styles appear in another menu. So after you apply the effect, you can go to window and you can find these styles here. So you have all sorts of styles, and there's the style that I just created right there. And so you can turn these styles or the effects on and off, so they appear in your layer palette just like that. So you can turn these on and off if you want to get rid of them. You can copy them, so you can right click on a style and you can copy that style and paste it on something else. You can also right click and disable, so you can disable all your styles. You can lower your fill opacity so you see only the style and not the thing that's being stylized. And you can also right click on a layer and you can copy the layer styles here as well. And you can also right click on the styles in the list below, and you can turn those styles into separate layers, so they're no longer styles and now they're actual layers. So I can right click here where it says effects and say create layers, hit OK, and now all of my styles are separate layers, and these can be turned on and off as well.